Achirima.
Hi, Manoj.
Right. So I think about 121 people signed up.
Wow, that's a great number.
Yeah. So we have Judith, Anastasia, and okay. So what's the plan?
So the plan, hello Manoj.
Hi. Yeah, go ahead.
So the plan is to do a brief introduction about SkilledUp Live, then presentation by Chidima.
Okay.
Then we have a Q&A where we can take questions, comments, and contributions.
Okay.
That's basically it.
Okay. So if you want, I can do a demonstration as well. So, show what happens on the customer side.
Okay, so where we don't want to come in that? Is it during the presentation, sorry, introduction?
It's up to you.
Because I intended bringing you up for the introduction.
Sorry?
I intended bringing you up for the introduction.
Okay, I mean, it's entirely up to you. You tell me what.
That's what I wanted to do.
Okay.
So if you want to speak about the customers, do you want to speak about them during the introduction, or you want me to slot
No,
you
what I
up?
meant is that I could do a demonstration of showcase what happens in the dashboard on the customer side. So because one of the issues is that the volunteers apply for many opportunities and sometimes they don't get to hear about what happens. So I can show them some of the issues, why they may not get a response.
Okay, so that would be after Chidima's presentation.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, all right.
I think we should start. It's already time so that we're able to cover everything we intend to cover today. Or do you want to give them maybe 5 minutes grace or 2 minutes?
Let's do 2 minutes.
Okay. Because we don't want to keep our guests waiting. We appreciate
Yes,
those that.
2 minutes, then we'll start.
Okay.
Very few people, isn't it?
Others will be joining shortly. Some people are not really good at keeping time, so we can't wait indefinitely for them. Hello, Jumoke. I think I'm doubling as the timekeeper.
Okay, so I think we just go ahead with it, and the others will join us as we roll by. So hello, everyone. Am I clear? Can you hear me?
Yes.
So first, I want to say thank you for joining this call, for the registration and taking out time to be here. So my name is Jumoke, and I'll be moderating the event, and we hope this event to be engaging and as interactive as possible. Today's program is on how to volunteer like a pro. This event is a Skilled Up Life event, and we'll be looking at how to provide essential information for volunteers, the roles and responsibilities, on how they'll be able to join Skilled Up Life, to welcome on board new volunteers, and also serve as an orientation for the existing volunteers. Also, part of the objective is to enable us to have a clear idea of what SkilledUp Life is about, its mission, and its values. So we have broken down the event into 3 stages. The first will be the introduction. So the introduction is on how SkilledUp Life came to be, its experience as a tech company itself, and what is working towards as the future holds. Then the second session is a presentation on how to volunteer. This will take us through the process, the benefits of signing up on this platform to join other thousands of volunteers. And it will tell us the benefits and our expectations as a volunteer. Then lastly, we'll take Q&A, frequent asked questions. We take your comments, we take your contributions. And along the line, if we have time, and we have our old volunteers, people that volunteered in their past, and they'll be able to share their success stories on how SkilledUp Life has affected their career, positively, and taking them to the next level as far as their career goes. So without taking much of your time, we'll just go straight to the introduction. I have Manoj on this call. Manoj is the CEO of SkilledUp Life. So I would like Manoj to tell us how the idea came to be and the experience as SkilledUp Life as a tech company itself, what the experience has been, and also what the plans are for the future as the years roll by. So Manoj, if you're ready, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much. So the idea for SkilledUp Life actually came up in 2020 after the world came to know something called COVID-19. But I presume one of the reasons behind that probably the need started way before that. I started my very first tech company in 2004. So I've been building tech companies since then, but I had a lot of failures. And one of the things I realized is that quite a lot of us are a little bit disadvantaged, especially because only about 1% of tech companies get investment. Sometimes not everybody wants to take investment, so I personally don't want to take investment, but the others do not succeed. So those individuals who want to build tech companies struggle, try to give their best shot, but they fail. They fail not because of the money issue. The money is required really to hire people. People cost money. So this is always really a catch-22 scenario. So how do you break away from that? So I didn't know the answer is that, you could have free talent, and you could call these individuals volunteers. I didn't realize that until the start of COVID. When the COVID started in the UK, so I live in Manchester, UK. If you recall that time, especially in the UK in March, towards the end of March, the UK government made a decision and told everyone to stay at home. And because this was going to disrupt the business world, what the government promised to do is the government promised to pay a portion of the salary, but the individuals could no longer work for the company while the government was paying their salary. So they were called furloughed, and it was not something that anyone has experienced before, clearly not in our lifetime. And suddenly what this meant is that people were staying at home, having to look after kids, and staff couldn't travel, and they were getting frustrated. And they can't work for their employer either. So I thought, wouldn't it be a good idea to try to connect these individuals with early stage tech companies? So I created what's called Furloughed Life and ran it from April to July 2020. Obviously, furloughed scheme wasn't going to last forever, and that time period helped me to realize that actually there could be a solution to help tech startups. But at the same time, what I also realized is that, especially with technology advancement, there's never going to be enough jobs for everyone in the world. If you listen to certain people, they would say that AI is going to take over. Obviously, ChatGPT and others were not launched at that time in 2020. But people are talking about AI taking over and people, quite a large number of the population having to go into universal credit type environment. So the jobs market is going to get tougher and tougher. And we all know that you can't really get a job, a good job now without experience. But then you can't get experience without a job. So you are again trapped in this environment where there is no real answer. You are again disadvantaged. So my thought process was, could we connect these two individuals? One side, tech founders who are struggling to build companies because they don't have the money to pay for salaries. On the other side, people can't get the jobs they actually want because they haven't got the experience. So could we connect the two parties and then provide a benefit to both sides? So that's what we started. So when I started and went live on 1st August 2020, there was only me. I thought it would be very easy to bring people in, explain to them, but it wasn't. It was very hard. So it took us about 176 days to convince 100 people to sign up as volunteers. Today we have 40,000, and among them are you. So thank you. But it took a long time. And even now, 40,000 is nothing compared to the whole world. There's there are billions, large number of population are in that working age. And the other problem is that, retirement age is getting extended. There's a living crisis now. So you really need to have the experience in order to become employed. So we are becoming more relevant given the current environment. So that was the start of SkilledUp Life back in August 2020. Then I managed to employ one person, Mithun, in November 2020. But we didn't know how to ourselves work with our volunteers. So it took us until probably, I think, about February 2021 before we started with Priyam I think Priyam is from India or Pakistan, I can't remember. But it took a long time to realize that, we need to have HR volunteers to unlock the talent pool. So we kept learning, and we are learning more and more every year. So we are today starting the 4th year, and we have a lot more experienced people in our team. We have individuals who have volunteered and gone and got jobs elsewhere. We ourselves have created a number of jobs. So that's sort of the start of SkilledUp Life and the progress we have achieved. And going forward, we try to trying to now look at how best to get ready for 2024. And I think we have sufficient learning, so our website need a new face, need an uplift. And I think the plan from now to end of this year is to create some new pages to explain what we are doing, show some results, and hopefully more and more people will understand the benefit of SkilledUp Life. So if you are a volunteer, which you are, what we are trying to do is to create an environment, safe environment, because we will not tolerate any of our customers trying to exploit you. We'll create a safe environment for you to gain experience during your adult life. So from 18 onwards until your last breath, if that's what you want to do, you can come to us and gain experience. So initially, you could be in your early teens. You want to get those initial experience. Then you get into about 30s, 40s. You are looking for career transition. You could get the experience you need for that. Getting towards the end, the middle age and beyond. Again, you might want to upskill again because the living crisis is forcing us to work longer. And then when you get to the more senior ages, you might just be interested in being involved, keeping your brain working rather than think about going and get a job. So you might want to get involved with early stage tech company, help them. So we are looking at supporting those three demographics. And we have a very long way to go, and we are very appreciative of the individuals who volunteer for our team, including everyone you meet today. Chidima, we were able to give her a job, and we want to become a successful organization, so we ourselves can create more jobs, not just volunteering opportunities. So that's just a little bit from me. Thank you so much for joining us today. Back to you, Olajumeke.
Thank you, Manoj. So my take from what you have said is the vulnerability of tech companies when they start. If they don't have that bridge to leverage on, the chances of going down is high. Am I right?
Very much so. Just think about ourselves when I started, just myself. But if you look at quite a number of other companies around, it is very easy to come up with the idea to build a company. But you can't really build a company without people. And if you don't have money, you can't actually bring those people together. Sometimes you can, but there isn't a sort of systematic way. So that's another thing we are trying to do, to prove that if you follow these guidelines, then there is a higher chance of success. The failure rate cannot be ignored, but you can increase your odds.
Very much so. Thank you, Manoj. So Chidima, if you're ready for me, Chidima is going to give us a presentation on how to volunteer. So she's going to take us through the process for the volunteering roles, the responsibilities, the benefits of signing up with SkilledUp Life. And once she's done, then we go to the next session, which will be the Q&A. So Chidima, if you're ready for me, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Jumoke. Hello, everyone. You're welcome to a short event. My name is Chidimamba. I started SkilledUp Life as a volunteer, just like most of us here, except Manoj. And what actually attracted me to this opportunity was that I've come to realize the need to have relevant experience. It's not just about having experience, but having the relevant experience to get my dream job. Yeah, last year I did a training in virtual assistance with ALX. Some of you may have heard of ALX, or probably you are from ALX too. So after the training, one of the things I took away from that training was that one can also get a job via volunteering. So when I was struggling with Upwork, I created a profile on Upwork. I applied to a number of gigs and I didn't get anything. So I decided to explore the volunteer option. And about the same time last year, somebody advertised an internship opportunity in my group, in the ALX group. There is this virtual assistant, a Nigerian. If you're conversant with Instagram, maybe you may have come across her on Instagram. She's I am Banke. You can check her out on Instagram. So somebody volunteered an internship position from her. Then I never knew who she was. So since I don't know nothing about social media management, I decided to give it a trial. So I applied for that role. It was purely internship, no pay, no form of financial compensation. But I was willing to do it because I believe I was going to learn a lot from her. So she requested I shared my Instagram profile with her, and I did. So after sharing that profile with her, I didn't hear from her again. So it was later on I got to realize that she probably checked my Instagram profile and was not impressed because I'm not a social media freak. I opened this account because it's the in thing. So then it dawned on me that, for one to survive on this space, your profile is really important. So the same thing applies to SkilledUp Life. And that is what we want to talk about, because everything we do on SkilledUp Life is centered around our profile. Everyone on this call are people I've met on the virtual space. I've not seen anybody physically. You only meet during meetings on the, maybe Zoom or Google Meet or any other app. So what they know about me is probably maybe those have listened to me talk, maybe you get used to the way I talk, or you've seen my profile on LinkedIn or SkilledUp Life website. So what I'm trying to say is that your profile is very important to survive on this space. So I'm going to share my screen. I'll just go straight, in order to save time. So I titled this little presentation, Volunteer Like a Pro. If you remember my short story, I offered my service for free, but I didn't get the chance to do that because the person I want to give this free service to was not impressed by what she has seen me do. In other words, she has not seen any potential in me. And she doesn't want to maybe go through the pain of starting from the bottom, or from a kind of very basic of basics to teach me her her skills. So the same thing applies to even SkilledUp Life. I want us to understand, just like Manoj has explained, we are helping tech startups. And the reason they need our help is that they are venturing into a project, they believe so much in this project, but they cannot afford to get professionals. They cannot afford to pay them. But they are believing that if they succeed in this project, they would be able to build a good business and also employ people. So this is the reason Manoj came up with this company, SkilledUp Life. So here we are interested in helping two categories of people, the tech startups. We want them to be able to successfully build their project, believing that when they build their project, their businesses, they'll be able to create jobs. And while they are building their project, the volunteers that are going to help them will also develop relevant skills and experience that will help them to get a job that will pay them well. So these two categories of people are needy people. We need each other to succeed. Nobody is doing anybody a favor here. It's not like, oh, so when I volunteer, I'll be helping SkilledUp Life to build his business or maybe grow it. What is in it for me? As you're helping SkilledUp Life, you're also helping yourself to develop skills, to develop relevant experience that will also take you to the next level in your profession. And to succeed as a volunteer, you have to think and act like what a pro. That's why I titled this Volunteer Like a Pro. I know that as a job seeker, you already have a resume somewhere, a profile. And a profile or a resume is like a dynamic document. You keep improving on it till you land that job. So it's also important that on SkilledUp Life, you have a convincing profile that will show the company that might be interested in you that you have got what they need to realize their dream. So they are not just thinking of helping you, they're also thinking of how you can also help them to achieve their own goal. So that means they will be needing your skills. They will be needing things that you have that they do not have. We have some developers, among our tech startups. They have a level of they have a level of experience developing maybe apps or any other thing, but they need collaboration with other developers to be able to, get that app into the market. If they are skilled in front end development, they probably need somebody who is good at back end, who can collaborate with them. They need a UI UX designer. They don't have it all figured out. So in other words, we need a team to achieve the SkilledUp Life dream. So that is why we are talking about this today. So when you have a profile with SkilledUp Life, you have to think of, how do I present myself to show that I have something that these people need that will make them give me a chance to be a member of their team? I see some profiles and somebody will say, okay, they will maybe mention who they are and they will say, I don't have any experience. And they end it like that. Nobody's going to, give you a chance when you have such a profile. You may be a fresh graduate, but while you were in school, what did you do in your school? Were you not part of any team that did something meaningful? In Nigeria, there are lots of opportunities to, showcase what you have got. Some people even have what we call IT. Some maybe belong to one group or the other that organizes things. Some belong to maybe the editorial team of their school. These are things you did. And these things were done with what your skill, the skills you possess. These are things that should show up on your profile if you don't have a work experience. They are all transferable skills. Were you the president of your student union government? It's a skill, it's a leadership skill. You should be able to project it and talk about what you did while you were on that team. So these are the things we are looking at today. Before I fully talk about how your profile should look like, see our mission as a company. SkilledUp Life, as SkilledUp Life, we want to become the #1 globally known for building technology companies by tapping into the pool of skilled, I want us to take note of this, skilled volunteers from across the globe. So we want SkilledUp Life to be a household name. We want SkilledUp Life to be that one-stop shop that anybody who has got a skill and you want to maybe utilize these skills to see how good you have become, maybe while transitioning to that new profession. We want SkilledUp Life to be that place you think about. We want you to leverage on the SkilledUp Life platform. And we intend to do this by developing a global talent pool that will be the toast of recruiters. We want everybody who passes through SkilledUp Life to become very good, that a recruiter out there will want to have you in his or her team. So we want you to join SkilledUp Life, volunteer, and become exceptionally good. Also, we want to remove barriers to career progression. I know that there are people that graduated and many years down the line, they don't have a job. And some of these people, the more they wait, a place like Nigeria, there are some jobs, entry-level jobs. Once it's more than 2 years of graduation and you don't have a job, it becomes very difficult for you to get a job. But SkilledUp Life have come to remove that barrier, because you stand, it kind of, it removes that redundancy. You wouldn't say because nobody gave me a paid job, so for 5 years, more than 5 years, you are doing nothing. You're just at home, maybe looking for jobs and doing nothing to improve yourself. So SkilledUp Life have come to remove that barrier of career progression. And also for tech startups, it has also come to remove premature founder equity dilution. Sometimes when you bring in investors into your business, sometimes the bargain may not be to your advantage. You risk losing your business sometimes to your investors. But SkilledUp Life is here to help founders, to enjoy at least full advantage of their innovation. And we also help these tech startups. We help them to, we continue to provide them with the needed guidance. Sorry about that. I guess somebody will attend to that. So that is our mission. Sorry, patients, are you in the call? Please, can you attend to that customer or the, okay.
Okay,
So this is our mission as a company. Then how do you maximize the SkilledUp Life opportunities? Once you have created an account with SkilledUp Life, the first thing you are expected to do is to set up your profile. Set up your profile. Number one, you update your profile. Update skills and experience. Upload a good profile photo. And also, add your social media accounts URL to the page. The reason this is important is because sometimes there may be a need to reach out to you urgently, like I do sometimes. It's very easy for me to get you on LinkedIn if you have your link properly linked to your profile. And I want you to take note of this, HTTPS. Use this, because if you use www, you may not be able to link it. So I just want to show you practically how to do this. This is important because I've come to realize that sometimes people get confused when you ask them to update their profile. So I'm going to log into my accounts and show you how to do that. So this is my account. Once you sign up with SkilledUp Life, once you register, the next step is you log into your account as I have just done now. You come to the left side of your account, you scroll down. So this is the dashboard. You scroll down. Can you see my screen, please? Hello?
Yes, we can.
All right. So this is your dashboard. You come down to this update profile. So in this update profile, what you should have here is your for those that like to ask, how do I get my profile link? This is how you copy your profile link. So here on the update profile, you should have your photo, your profile photo here. Look for a good photo that shows maybe you in how you want to appear, just like a job when you are job hunting. So this cover letter is not compulsory, but I decided to have it on my profile. So you can have a cover photo, whatever it is you want to display. If you are, for instance, into design, maybe graphic design or anything, you can just display some of your work on this cover photo. I see developers, showcase some of the things they did. So just display something that would identify with your niche, with your skills or your profession. So here, you should have your name, your real name. You should have your real name, your email address. And let us be careful with when we are filling out this form. Sometimes some people are not reachable because they have wrong email address. If your email address is not correct, then it's very difficult to reach you. And your phone number should be there. So under skills, you select the skills you have. Having these skills selected is very important. Don't select the skills you think you want to learn. Select the ones you have so that if you are given a chance to volunteer, at least you have the basic knowledge of those skills. So here you put the number of years you have experience. Just fill out the form appropriately. I also have a video. So the video is just an introduction. Talk about yourself, just like where you're pitching yourself for employment. Though it's not compulsory, but if you can do that, it will be appreciated. Some people like seeing the person they want to have in their team. So seeing you in a video sometimes may be an edge that you have over other people, over other candidates, if it's a good video. So just talk about yourself and why you think you are a good fit, um, for that role. Or since it's not for a particular role, just talk about why you think you are a good candidate to be in any team, particularly as it's in line with your career aspiration. It should be a very short video, less than 2 minutes video. So here is about me. So what you have here should be similar to what you have in the video. If you don't know what to put here about me, some are not really good at maybe expressing themselves, about any field of study. Some are not really good at writing. You can always check out what others have done so that it will be a guide. On the website, we have a lot of samples. Let me quickly show you samples of those that have good profiles on our website. So these people, because their profile was their profile is kind of impressive, that's why we put them at the top. You can see these people here. Can you see my screen? Hello?
Yes, I can.
All right.
Yes.
So you can see that they have a good profile photo and their names are well displayed. Their names are well displayed. So if you click on them, you know why they were accorded this special place on our website. These are people that took their time to express themselves, and they prove that they're actually good candidates. So if you're in a business, you want to showcase your business in the best light possible. So we are proud to showcase them for them to be at the top, so that our customers, that the company, tech startups, can see them and know that you have good candidates. So look at this person has taken her time to talk about herself and her skills on the About Me session. So you also have access to these people. So once you click on volunteers, I hope you are watching me as I was clicking it. Once you click on volunteers at the top, this thing will pop up. So you have access to these profiles too. So just check them and see what they did. And I want to tell you the advantage of having a good profile. Aside from applying and getting volunteer opportunities, even the companies you do not apply to, sometimes when they don't get the kind of candidates they are looking for, they search and they actually use their hand to reach out to some candidates who have not even applied, because they are impressed with what they have on their profile. So let me show you another set of people. I don't know whether you fall into the category of these people, but you need to see so that you understand why perhaps you have not had any opportunity to volunteer with SkilledUp Life. So these are people that have also created accounts, but their profile is empty. So these people can be likened to somebody who applied for a job with a blank resume or a blank page. Can you see this? What we have is a name, but there's no other information on this profile. And somebody like this, some of them have actually applied to one role or the other. And you see them, complaining that they have applied to 5 opportunities or more, but they didn't get any feedback. Nobody's going to reply such people because they have not actually told us who they are. We don't know what they can do. We don't know how they can help us, and we don't know how we can also help them. So any profile that does not have the relevant information doesn't stand a chance. It's a volunteer opportunity, but we have a lot of professionals that know the value and they are coming around. Some of them have good, it's not like they don't have a job, they have good jobs. Some of these people that you see you are competing with, some of them have very good jobs that pay them well. The reason they come around is because maybe they want to transition to a new profession, and they just need a place to test their skills, their newly acquired skills. So what chance do you have when you are competing with such person, even without a good profile? There's a profile I also want to share. The reason I want to share this profile is because the person added to her profile the skills she acquired as a student. For the sake of those that may think the skills you have as a student does not matter, is not relevant. Every skill you have is important, but what matters is the way you present them. So though she's a graduate, but there are skills she acquired as a student. Look at, this is one of them. She was campus ambassador while she was in school, and it's part of her experience. This one is here, a student intern. Though I've said this earlier, but I just want to show you that anything I'm telling you are practical. There are things that you should do to get results. So most of our experience she got as a student. So it's very unfair. You are being unfair to yourself when you say when you put under experience, no experience, because you think you have got nothing to offer. Nobody's going to give you a chance. So when you are done with creating that profile, a good profile, the next thing is to what? Apply to opportunities. So these opportunities you are applying to should align with what you have on your profile. It will be unfair that you have on your profile that you are experienced in UI UX and you leave that to apply to HR opportunity, particularly when you don't have any experience in that field. So try to apply to opportunities that aligns with what is already on your profile. And here, this part here is very important. Checking your emails and SkilledUp Life account regularly. Many times, people are attracted to our website, but once they create the profile, apply to opportunities, they run away. Somebody may have seen their profile as good enough, maybe the kind of thing the person is looking for. Maybe a company has seen them and as the possible candidates they need, and the company emails them or sends a message via the SkilledUp Life messaging. For days, they don't get a response. How can you be searching for opportunity and you're not checking your emails? How else do you want to be reached out to? So it's very important because nobody has the time to run after you to call your attention to what you should ordinarily get on your email or your SkilledUp Life account. So in addition to doing the right thing, add checking your emails regularly so that you know when the opportunity you are looking for pops up. Lastly, let me see if I can increase this. So this is a diagram I want to use to illustrate what else you need to succeed as a volunteer. Some people have the right profile.
Chidima, you need to go into
Yes,
presentation mode. That's why it's showing small. If you go to where on the the file edit view, under one of these is a presentation mode.
Okay. Do I even know where to click?
Under perhaps view.
Where? View.
After next one.
Okay.
Maybe there's a presentation mode towards the, there goes slideshare. Slideshow, you are in slideshow, so I don't know why it's not doing
I don't know why it's not clear.
So close the speaker notes and we'll need to sort it out for the next time.
All right. Sorry about that. I would have loved people to see this diagram. One thing is to have a good profile, the right skills, the right education, but a poor attitude. If you have every other thing positive, but you have a poor attitude, you might as well not be able to get yourself a good volunteer position, just like in a job situation where you are paid. I've seen one or two occasions that people lost opportunities simply because of their attitude. There's this mentality, after all, I'm coming to work for free, so I should, do it haphazardly. I have some people I've come across in this space, and they get the opportunity to volunteer, but they are not committed because they don't think that they owe that to anybody. They don't think they are answerable to anybody. So that is why there is a need for us to also have the right attitude. There's this saying that you can always only get as much as you put in. People lose their jobs, even as in jobs that you are being paid for. They lose the job because of poor attitude. The same thing applies here too. That you're volunteering and this is somebody's business where somebody's getting his daily bread. You show up when you feel like, and the days you don't feel like, you don't care to tell anybody, the reason you are not showing up. Some of us come up with a lot of excuses. That is not the right attitude. You can spend 3 months, even sometimes some people spend more than 3 months for a 3-month volunteer opportunity, because maybe they show up once a week or twice a week, and they just want to do it the way they want, not the way they will be valuable to the organization. That is not the right attitude. So for the sake of time, let me just end it here, because I know that you may have questions you want to ask. So SkilledUp Life has helped a lot of people. I'm one of those that have benefited from SkilledUp Life. When I came to volunteer for SkilledUp Life, I wasn't expecting that I was going to be employed. And then it wasn't easy with me. Yeah. Thank God I've seen Janet in this call. Yeah, she was my team lead. It was so bad that I couldn't even raise the money to sub for internet. I'm based in Nigeria. So for those that are from Nigeria, just getting money for subscription was really a difficult thing for me. But there was this thing in me, I was just excited about the opportunity, because I see that it's going to open doors, for me. I see that the opportunity to, work for an international company and also have relevant experience that I can take elsewhere. So I just plunged into it, wholeheartedly. It wasn't easy, I was actually afraid initially, even because I've not worked with the tool I work with currently. I don't have, any practical experience of using a CRM tool, but I've learned about CRM. There are lots of them anyway. I've even watched YouTube video about them, but I've not worked with any. So I had this mindset, oh, what about if I make a mistake and all that? But I thank God for Janet. She really, did her work. She helped, me to, learn, how to use the tool, and other team members. So I was happy about about the opportunity, and I gave it my best. So getting a job was like an unexpected thing. It was a miracle. Yes, let me use the word miracle. I wasn't expecting it. So when it came, I was very happy and I was thankful. I wasn't the only one volunteering, but I was just favored to have it. And I know that a number of people also got the same opportunity because they volunteered via SkilledUp Life. Though we don't talk about this often, so that we don't raise hopes and make people say maybe we are lying or something. But I know that it's possible. It's possible to volunteer and get the job or be retained in the process. But do you have the right attitude? Do you see it as an opportunity that is worth your time, or do you just want to create it and because every other person is doing it? So let me leave the floor for Jumoke. So if in case you have any questions, she's going to moderate even as we present our questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Chidima. So my take from what Chidima said is the need for us to be an ideal volunteer. Excuse me. So who's the ideal volunteer? The ideal volunteer is that individual who is committed to yourself in achieving your goals, as well as adding value to the company that you want to volunteer for. So you're adding value and you are gaining value. In essence, you are building your portfolio, you're updating your CVs, you are gathering that real life experience to get you that new job or that promotion, or to transit into a new career entirely. So having the right attitude is very important. Adding value to the company you want to volunteer for is very important. And more importantly, adding value to yourself is something you should look at. So next is Manoj again. Manoj, I'm going to bring you in again so that you can talk about the customers that we have on SkilledUp Live and how we are faring. Thank you.
I think we should ignore that because we are coming to the end of the hour. We got 7 minutes. I think we should open up and have a conversation.
Okay, that'll be fine. So if you have your questions, you can drop them at the Q&A box or the chat box, and then we'll look at them.
I think it's a small crowd, isn't it? So if anyone wants to speak, I think they can raise their hand, then we can let them speak. So in the meantime, please raise your hand. So I think there's a hand symbol somewhere. Raise hand. So if you click on reactions, you have a raise hand icon. If you press that, then we can let you speak and we can try to help. While the presentation ongoing, I looked at a couple of profiles and I tried to help. But if you were too shy, you can speak up perhaps.
Okay, Patience, are you available to take the FAQs? Just to, address some things that
Hello,
didn't
Jumoke.
readily come to.
Hello, good day, everyone. Hello.
Yes, Patient, we can hear
Yes,
you.
go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay. My name is Patience from Ghana, and I'm taking you through the frequent asked questions. The most questions most people ask, or the ones we have on our website, we have.
Patience, I'm sorry to step in, but we are now going through Q&A, so we have more of asking. Sorry, I'm apologizing for mispronouncing. He's asking a question, so shall we let him ask it, please?
Okay.
Please go ahead. You need to unmute.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, to clarify, how do you go about putting up our profile on top? Because the link that was there, I tried to click on it and I'm seeing another area of people's profile. The link might not share.
Hello. Let me just show you my this thing once again. You have to log into your account. Logging into your account and you select update profile. So this is my account now. I'm in my dashboard. So this is my account. So you scroll down. Can you see my cursor? You scroll down this way where my cursor is.
Yeah, I can see it.
So this is update profile. Under dashboard, you have update profile. So when you click on update profile, you enter the information there. The first, you can see your picture and every other thing. Then you see the place to describe yourself. This is about me. This is very important. Some people omit it. So like I've shown you how to check other people's profile, you can also go to volunteer here. In case you are not sure of what to have there, you can go to this volunteer here. Click on volunteer to check out other people's profile. The first set of profile you have there are well written. They are profiles that are in line with the standard sets. They have they are professionally structured. So you can take any of this, look at what they have written, and use that as a sample of how you're going to write yours. So also we have update skills and profile, skills and experience, sorry. Can you see my cursor?
Yeah, I can
of this.
see, yes.
Yes, when you click on this, you fill out the form. So talk about your education and your experience. All these are important. Everybody has an experience. It doesn't have to be in a corporate world. Your experience in school is important. Just put them together so that whomever is reading it would see the value you provided in what you did. So it's all about expression. If you are an expert, you don't know how to express yourself, nobody will give you a chance. So that's why you need to know how to put together whatever you have done in a way that the value will be very visible to whomever is saying it. Anesthesia, you have a question. Are you satisfied with the answer? Sorry, Al-Maruf.
Yes.
All right. Okay, Anesthesia, please go ahead.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Okay.
Yeah, good evening.
The first time I joined, and then I got to hear about the site from UTIVA. So I joined and registered, and I tried to apply for some of the positions I saw here. And then I think like after 3 days, I saw on my dashboard shortlisted. So since then, I've been waiting. To me, my understanding is that being shortlisted means that probably you'll be called or scheduled for an interview, even if you don't get to pass the interview. But I've not heard anything, and it has just been on shortlisted. It's going for to like a month plus now. So I want to understand what it means to see shortlisted on the dashboard. Thank you.
Can I answer that? It shouldn't be saying shortlisted. It's basically meant that somebody liked your profile. It's not a shortlisting. So I think we need to do something about changing the wording.
All right, thank you.
Yes. So as I explained to you, my suggestion is that consider, I'm presuming that D-Light would be interested. I would suggest apply to that data entry role.
I have.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. So, Chidima, is it supposed to be 1 hour or longer than that?
Actually, we program it to be 1 hour.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know whether there's another question.
So I think I sort of looked at Suleiman's and TechnoSpark 7. And I don't think I looked at it. Chaplin, Chaplin, you are from our team. I think I looked at no. So Joy, not had a conversation with you. Are you happy with your profile? Do you need any help?
Hello, sir. I'm not yet done with my profile until now. I'm sorry because I have work right now and I want to listen to your conversation. But definitely tomorrow I will finish it. Thank you, sir.
Yes. So in SkilledUp Life, we don't call people sir and madam, but we just treat everybody the same.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
It's all right. Okay, so Chidima, back to you. I think we should wrap up. So just a quick feedback. Do you think we should do these sessions more? Because I think this is the first one from the audience. If you think we should do, maybe you should give us thumbs up. Brilliant. I think Judith, we need to have a chat because your I think I've mentioned this number of times. Your URL is not good. It's maybe one day I'll show it to you. Okay. Chidima, do you want to wrap it up? And
Okay, we are done. So if you need any other form of assistance, you can always reach out to us on talk, as in on the website. Once you get to the website, let me show this again for those that may not know. Once you're on the website, there is a button down here. If you can see my screen, below right, where we are here. Just click on this button and somebody will respond. So feel free to reach out to us anytime you're having any issues. I'll be glad to help. Okay, so that will be all. Thank you guys for coming around. We really appreciate your time. So our desire is that you succeed, because when you succeed, that means we are actually making an impact. So we want everybody to get a good job, and we are here to help as much as we can. Thank you so much, guys, for coming around.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to close the meeting.
Bye.